Hello, and welcome back to another tutorial with yours truly, Rob Boss. Today, we do a little bit different setup here. I'm in my wonderful art studio slash living room slash apartment, and I'm sure that the actual renters of this apartment won't mind if I'm painting in their apartment. I'm sure that since they're not in here, they won't care. But I'll get away before they get back. So anyways, we're gonna paint some cool stuff today, some happy stuff. And I'm super excited to be here with you. We're friends. Friends are good. So, it's outside today, and I was looking around, and I looked up, and I noticed something. I bet you noticed it too. I noticed there was a sky. A big sky, a good sky, most of the time. Now, some days it's a sad sky when it's cloudy or rainy, but other days it's a happy sky with clouds, happy clouds. So I thought, that is so cool. I love happy skies. I love cloudy skies, kind of. I mean, they're kind of like the middle child at an orphanage. It's redheaded. You know, it's just like, get a lot of grief. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with some light blue paint, excuse me. My medication's still kicking in. You're going to want to mix that up. Look at that beautiful periwinkle. Beautiful. So we're going to start off with a sky. So we're just going to actually go portrait. And we're going to do some straight across strokes. And that's the thing with painting, especially like backgrounds. You want to paint from the back forward, because as you get the background done, you can let it dry as you push forward, just like in life. Whenever you have something in the back and you need to keep going, well, there's always a tax consultant. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of paint for this. So make sure you have your jasmine blue and white. Not sure if we'll use as much red or yellow today, but I like to include everything. So we'll try and find a way for them to get in here. Oh, and also, if any of y'all seen a sleeping bag from Copa, it'd be incredible if you'd call up my friend Logan. He's kind of he owes money. Okay, we're gonna mix that together. And remember from my previous tutorial video, it's okay if the colors don't exactly match, because we like to be different. We don't want to all be the same. We all want to be different. We all need to be different. Otherwise, life would be unfun. Be non-fun. Be the opposite of fun. It'd be enough. You'd have enough of it really quick. There you go. See, you got that periwinkle? It's really pretty color. Blue, any shade of blue really is my favorite color. That and teal, blue and greens. I love those. So just a little bit off, but not bad at all. We can do some gentle strokes. However, we will beat the devil out of it later on. Look at that. And remember, since we're just doing a thin layer of paint across, it should dry pretty quickly. I probably could have prepped this before I started showing y'all, but I wanted y'all to get the feel for it, because I know how talented y'all are. Y'all are great. Y'all are like hamsters in a big ball, a big rolly ball. Keep pushing on. Keep pushing on. Even when that hamster cage starts shaking and everything, and your owners are out because they're on vacation and they paid someone to come take care of you, but the other person hasn't shown up yet, You just keep running in that wheel or ball thing. Okay, get some of that. Some gentle strokes. Want to blend it in the middle. That way it's even across. We want everything to be even, especially in life. Everybody needs to be equal and even. Do that. Just like that. Look at that. Coming together very nicely. And since we're using acrylic, it's okay if you get paint on you. Because acrylic, fun fact, means that it's made out of water-based materials. So therefore, when you put water stuff with water, what happens? They melt. Actually, I don't know if they melt, but just like that happiness. Gentle strokes across the canvas. Make the canvas your world. Make it your world. Oh, look at that. Could actually, I just had a brilliant idea if you want to try this at home. You can use your fingerprints, because when you push down on it, it leaves white on there. See? You can turn that into clouds, but we're going to stick to the madness of my mind real quick. And keep persevering. It's a good word. Persevering. Yeah, I had to go to the doctor once, my dermatologist, because of my persevering problem. I would persevere a lot whenever I do a lot of sports or running. But that's a lot of detail that you probably don't want to hear about. Okay. Just like that, we have a near balanced canvas with which we can bring life into. We need to love life. Life is good. That's trademarked by one of those sticker companies that you see on cars, so I don't take credit for that quote. Just like that. And I'm going to do just a little bit more, except I'm going to lighten it up, some lighter blues, to make the sky feel a bit more unique, mixed together and everything. Nothing wrong with that at all. It makes it happy. This is going to be a darker shade of blue. And I intentionally left it, I don't know if you can see it. If you look closely, I left some parts not really stirred that well. And I actually think that'll make the sky look a lot better, because there's some darker blue in there. Everything. Yeah, I love that. And see, after we just did all of that, I'm going to do some curved strokes. Kind of make the sky look like an ocean. An ocean that is our friend. The ocean is our friend. It's like animals. Most animals. Especially pit bulls. I know a lot of people are afraid of them, but I really think it comes down to who raised them. I love me some pit bulls. Just like that. We got a bit of, it's all unique. Everybody's got going their own different way. Just like that. Look at that. Can't really tell with the light right now, but... And it's always a happy thing to know that you used all the paint that you put on there, so you didn't waste any. Look at that. It's made a perfect circle. There's no paint left except for what's on the wood. Just like that. Beautiful. Just like y'all. You each have a beautiful, happy heart. Share it with others. You never know when you won't get to see them anymore. So we'll go ahead and put this brush in our cup to rest, because everybody needs a break every once in a while. So now that we got our blue, we really want to do some clouds. Clouds are really easy to do, but they're some of the most, they make you feel like you've accomplished so much once you get them on there. Look like big bits and pieces of cauliflower. That's what I picture. Now for this one though, hopefully your canvas is kind of dry a little bit. Mine's still a little wet. So what I'm going to do this motion, maybe get it a little more dry, because remember it's water-based. Won't take that long. And especially since you do thin coats of paint tend to dry quicker than thicker coats, like globs of paint. We'll pick up this next brush, and I'm probably going to use this one just because it looks cool. But we're going to do some little dabs of that. We're going to beat the brush out of it, the devil out of it. We're going to beat the devil out of the brush. Silly me. Do that over and over and over. Just like that. And it'll give it a bit of a, when it's finished, have a bit of a rougher quality, but it'll also make it look more like it's like a cloud, a happy cloud. The world is your canvas. Make the most of it. Each of those tubes is a license to paint. Not a license to kill, a license to paint. Just like that. See, we can get some cloud poof off to the side. Just like that. Make it more balanced and round. Do a bit of the top here. Another fun fact for you. You probably know there's a bunch of different types of art styles. I'm sure you do, you're very intelligent out there. But one art style that I've always thought was really cool and anybody could do, it's called stipple art. S-T-I-P-P-L-E. Stipple art. So stipple art, what that entailed was the artist would take their marker or their pen, preferably a colored marker like a Crayola marker, trademarked, I don't own that, and they would do kind of like what I'm doing with my brush. They'd bring life to their picture, like we're trying to do together, as a friendship and bonding time with unity. And then they would just dab over and over, okay? So they would just start off like this. And so the thing was, instead of like actually coloring, there would just be dots everywhere. But then the cool thing about it was, once you had covered not all of the area, because there'd definitely be white spots, because you're not actually coloring, you're just stippling, you're doing this over and over with a marker. You could go back with a second marker, preferably a darker marker, so that way you don't, it's a little bit of a rule. You always want to use your lighter paints first, which in this case is different since we're applying something to the front. And it would go back and it would mix so well. You'd have colors that you didn't think you could actually humanly create. It always looked so cool. I always loved it. Just like my 7th wife back in Tanzania. Forgot her name. but she was a decent woman. See, and just like that, we can come back and touch up on this, bring some more life to it, some more texture. Just like that. It's okay if you mess up by dragging it, gives it more quality look. Just like that, look at that. Beautiful. See? Getting some clouds. Just like that. Looks almost like a snowball. A bit of another one here. Remember, it's not always healthy to be alone. It's good to get away sometimes, but you always want to have that one person that you can go to, at least one person that you can talk to about anything. You always have there for just to talk to, just to see their smile, share a joke, play ERS with, anything like that, cards, other card games. Because in life, sometimes things happen that we just don't understand. We won't ever understand them, probably. Just how life is. We don't know why we might have lost our best friend at school. We don't know why our most favoriteest pet might have died or run away. Don't know why our parents fight, or why some people that we really love have to be taken away. We don't have to understand that. What's important, though, is to think about the positives. Think about the good times that you had with them. And don't forget them, because you had a bunch of good memories with that thing, that person, that pet. You had a lot of good memories with them. And as painful as it might be to have to go on in life without them, you can always remember that you have those good memories with them, and you'll never forget them. They're always with you in your heart. So we got our clouds going. And remember, I said it's okay. Keep this in mind. It's okay if all the clouds don't look the same, because remember, clouds don't all look the same. You see a lot of times in cartoons or comic books, comic strips, clouds that are the generic whoop, whoop, and the swoosh, swish. But in this, we want rat-a-tat-a-boo-boo. No, each one's different. Each one's a la-da, poof. And then there's another one's go zing, song, all that. It's different patterns. Nothing wrong with that at all, and it makes it look way better. It's like you. You make my life and day better. Each and every one of you. It's like that. We got some wind movement, some fade away cloud. Just like that. We have our clouds. Okay. And once that dries, it'll give it a bit of a texture on the clouds. So it'll be rough and cloud-like, like cauliflower, steamed or raw. I think one more thing I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint one more thing, and it's kind of a personal thing. I want you to each think of your own thing. Think of a time that you didn't feel happy, that you weren't happy, or you were really sad, or someone hurt your feelings, or they left, anything like that. I want you to take your brush, and I want you to make one little circle. Okay, if the circle isn't perfect, make that circle stick off the paint. Make it different from all the clouds. Make it different from all the cloud trails that's on here. Make mine defined. See? Now, one little cloud is actually a piece of a bigger cloud. See how this has a bit of it sticking off right here? So basically what happened here is this little guy, he's actually the end of another cloud. He's just, this big cloud is off the canvas. Remember, we create the world that we paint. And this cloud, it's traveling along. It had all of these friends. It had his best friend, his family, co-workers or brothers, sisters, anything like that. All of this family. And clouds, the thing with them, if you know clouds, is that wind affects cloud movement. It's water vapor that rises into it in the atmosphere, and it changes states and everything. We don't have to get all technical. But the wind carries those clouds. You can see clouds moving in the sky. And this guy, the wind basically said, all right, dude, it's time to go. So he carried this cloud away. He didn't want to leave. He had all of his friends here. But he can't control it. The wind told him. The wind had better pictures for him to be on. Cloud might not have wanted to leave, but the wind saw the bigger picture. He saw that as that cloud might not want to leave yet, or maybe his friends were hurt, he knew the bigger picture and knew that there was bigger plans for him. So, with that, we got to sign it just like all of our other ones. Make sure and sign your painting. And there we go. And just remember, be happy, keep a smile on your face, and show that to others. Be loving, be kind. When you get in an argument with someone, go and apologize. Go talk it out with them. Be understanding. Even if they won't forgive you, even if they were in the wrong, It's on their side now. So make sure you apologize to others. Get it off your chest. Go love others. Be kind and smile. Be happy. And just know that you may not know the bigger picture, but someone does, and they have a great plan for you, for a bigger one. Y'all have a great day.